Hello fellow DIYers and focus owners. Today we are installing Bosch Park Pilot URF7 reversing or parking sensors in my 2001 Ford Focus. Maybe you've seen on Instagram. What? You do not follow me on Instagram? Oh my god, that's impossible. Please follow and also subscribe and maybe leave a like. God damn it. Such a sellout. Anyhow, we're installing all this in my Ford Focus. So I've bought this kit that includes everything, and it's kind of a newer version of my older Bosch parking sensors that I've had. So these are the new ones, these are the old ones, and cables, control module. Maybe you see this one is the speaker, some accessories, and let's get down to doing the job. So I want to start with the sensors first, after that the speaker, and at the end with the control module. So to put in the sensors we will need to remove the rear bumper, meaning first we need to start with this screw that is a T25 hopefully, and after that you will need to remove another screw that's a 10mm. Actually it's a nut. The next step is to remove these 4 clips. Here, there, and there are 2 on the bottom from the bumper. And of course don't forget to remove the other nut from the other side of the bumper. And for this you will need these screwdrivers, but the only problem is that these clips have a tendency of not coming out. For example, this one kind of comes out. So if it's not coming out at all, then you can stick in a cutter or x-acto knife and pursue it that way. So now that everything is removed, I will take down the rear bumper, first on this side, and hold it from the middle, unhook it on the other side, and don't forget to unplug the lower lights. You have connectors, or in my case I just twist them out because I have my custom LEDs. And here is the rear bumper off. I have already taken out the sensors, but if you want to take them out, they look like this. And first you need to... oh, I don't have 3 hands. Remove the clip. Come on. After that you can pull this off, and after that the sensor itself should pop out. Whoop. And what you need to keep from the sensor is this front blue ring, because we will reuse these. And to take the sensor out of this other holder, you will need to move this and this towards the outside, and then you can push the sensor out. It's not that complicated, but give it a try and you will probably do it pretty easily. So here are the original rings, and here is one of the rings that I already cut out, because otherwise it doesn't fit. And you also need to drill a bigger hole in it, because normally these old rings go in and then you know, the dust cover ring goes over and in the old ring. It's kind of stupid, but I mean, I didn't figure out a better option because these holes are already too big. And in case you are mounting a set of sensors to a Focus that doesn't have these holes already drilled out, then you should apply tape and drill the appropriate sized holes in the rear bumper. Don't worry, I will post some pictures on how to do that. Okay, so you will need to drill a hole diameter What's this? 24-ish. Let me double check here what's the diameter. Here is 26. And you will take one of these step drills. In case you did not know, you have the diameter numbers on the side. And let's keep drilling. Let me demonstrate. And here, I don't know how well you can see, but you have like multiple lines. Just cut till the first line. Kind of here. And don't cut off these two tabs because you will need them for positioning.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now when we're done cutting, I've already made all these. I want to show you how to basically assemble this, and after that I will go to the rear bumper and put it on. So this is the new one, this is the old one. You kind of stick it in like this. Make sure it's all the way in. And this thing holds it to the bumper. Now this comes out. These two. You can even remove them if you want to. But the point here is you need to match groove into the groove and turn it a little bit. This will be like inside the bumper is going to be here. And the problem is, when you're doing this, it's going to be a little bit harder or more annoying. But that's why you're pulling these out, and after that, you will put these back into place. So it looks like this. And you will press these against the bumper as far as they go. They don't go exactly straight, but I mean, it works. It looks somewhat nice. So this is the best solution I came up with. So let's go to the bumper. So let's put these on, but first let me show you how you can reset them. You just push up and you can slide it out. And from here, you do this. Okay, so this goes in the back. I don't even know how to hold the bumper because my hands aren't long enough. But it should be kind of like this. My hand is not long enough. Oh my god. It's kind of hard to film and do at the same time. Okay, so I managed to stick it in the hole. That's what she said. I don't know. So yeah, let's move on. So now this is in place. You stick these retainers back to their place, more or less, and you press them against the bumper as far as they go. And now the sensor holder, or whatever you want to call it, is secure. Now we need a sensor. So here we are with the sensor and this rubber garment that goes over it, like that. And you can pop in the sensor with the connector to the left or to the right. This depends on how you want to do the wiring. So I'm gonna pop it in like this. Make sure both clips pop in, and this is pretty much it. You repeat this 4 times and then we'll go to the wiring and to disassembling the rest of the trunk. Okay, so here we have the sensors installed, but there is one thing. It kind of messed this one up. If you can see there, the rubber on the top, it's kind of pinched, so it's not as it should be. Make sure you don't leave it like that. And let me show you how you can unclip the sensor in case you have something similar or you just want to remove the sensor. You have these two, on the front and on the back. That's pretty much it. So now make sure the rubber garment is well. Now it's good. Okay, onto the wiring. So for the wiring, here I already have a hole and there's a garment on the wires, and you kind of want to come or behind this. I usually advise to go behind it in case of something hits it harder so it doesn't cut the cable, and you will come out at every location where there is a sensor. First you should double check it with the sensor position on the bumper, and after that you can zip tie the wires down. Okay, let me put the camera on a tripod and let's do it. I also removed a lot of junk from the trunk so I can feed this wire in, like so. I don't know how well you should see. Now you can see it, yeah. The garment goes in like this to the inside. So that one fits perfectly. And now the wires, well, I wouldn't mind if I could bunch up the wires inside, but even outside is acceptable. So I will have a sensor somewhere here. Coming behind, I would have sensor somewhere here, so I zip tie the cable here, and the other one let's say here, and the slack goes behind. But I would need to double check with the bumper first. So I double check the positions, and also I want to leave a little bit of slack on the cable in case I'm removing the bumper. I have just about that much to be able to unplug from the sensor. So one position would be here. Oh my god, these zip ties aren't long enough. No problem, I have my own zip ties. These are from the package. I thought I have longer zip ties, but now I can show you even a trick. So in case you don't have long enough zip ties, you can feed one into the other and then wrap it around whatever you want to hold down. And that's it. Kind of simple enough. So here I have my slack, and I need to put another zip tie here and 2 more. I'm not gonna show that because it's pretty obvious. So luckily I managed to pull in the cable and there's not much slack. And here I have everything zip tied into place. Pretty neat. Let's move on to the interior part. Okay, so let's take a look inside of the car. Oh great, I have water in the trunk again. It's from those flappy doodles or exhaust fans. I'll have a video on that soon. So, our cables comes in here. And this thing needs to go there. So and we need to remove this for easier access. Not really, because the cables come this way, but this for sure. To be able to remove this, don't just rip this one out because it's held in by that. It's the same clips that hold on the bumper. And on this side, maybe this should be removed, and this definitely. So now I'm preparing the control unit that originally comes here like that, but actually it's on the inside like that, in that hole. But the problem is that you can see all the water in there, right? So yeah, I would not advise to stick it in that hole. Ooh, another one of these jokes. So I would mount my control unit something like that. I don't know how they figured that one out. I think this should come on the control unit. Clips. And now it sucks, because I cannot thread the bolt into that, so no wonder they put it up like this. Okay, I'm gonna stick it in like this as a test, and I will figure out a different way. You can always zip tie it in place, so I don't know what to say. Ah.
One eternity later.
So the holes weren't lining up exactly as they should, so I'm going to just zip tie it up here. Because I really don't want to drill other holes. Okay. In case you were wondering what's this, this is my double reversing lamp and fog light basically. Okay, so we need this end of the cable. Okay, so I cut down this so I can even show you. This one goes into the middle one like that. This will stay here like that. And I need to pull another cable for the beeper, buzzer, loudspeaker, whatever you want to call it. So here's the second set of wires and connectors. This will go to the loudspeaker or buzzer. This will go into the module. Hopefully it will fit into the module. Just move this zip tie a little bit aside. Yes, it fits. Module stays in like that. And you have 3 more wires that you need to deal with. They are long and wiry. So here's this. This is brown and it's going to be the negative. That needs to go here. The gray one, I need to check the manual, and the orange one, I'm guessing, needs to go to the reverse light. Luckily, I already have this abomination over here, so I'm going to just stick this. Oh, and these have connectors, I just have tape over them just in case. So you see, just need to take out, let's say, I don't know, maybe this one, add another plug like this double one, and that's it. And then I can piggyback off for my module. So I will use one of these and the gray wire, because that's what the instructions said. I only have this for 1.5 square millimeters, and I will use this tool here, or in case you have one of these tools, use the red. You see it's red, blue, yellow. You can use this one to crimp it, or I can use this one. The result is exactly the same, doesn't really matter. Make sure it's crimped down very well. You can pull on it, and for testing reasons I'm gonna, because I don't have the double things, how is that, the double spade connector, I'm just gonna plug in the reverse sensors. And this wire doesn't say what it is for, so I'm going to insulate it.
Day 2.
Oh my god, this mess. So I removed the plastics. Unfortunately, some of these clips broke off of this, but yeah, you know, it's an old car, it happens. But here is the speaker, the old one, and I remember the old one had an inline connector that was sitting somewhere around here, and ooh, a lot of water. Really need to fix that one. So let's see how I can remove the speaker from here, stick in the new one, and this wire needs to go up there. Who the hell came up with this solution? Yeah. Please fit. So new one, I'm pretty sure it should stay like this, so are you fucking kidding me? This one is bigger. Wow. So ironically enough, the new one has a diameter of 35 millimeters. Oh my god. Why? Why Bosch? Why? Why couldn't you make these two the same? Doesn't matter. Okay, so after some sawing and trying to drill a hole, but you know, I don't have a step drill of diameter 35 and I don't even know if they exist. And if you already have a big hole, then you can't use a hole saw because that needs a pilot drill. So I managed to butcher this and it looks okay. But I need to wipe off the dirt from the plastics. And now theoretically I could connect this one. Not that side, this side. And if everything is back in place, you can start the calibration process that is described in the instructions. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Because today it's already dark outside.
Day 3.
Okay, so now I prepared everything for the calibration process. First of all, we need a space that's more than 2 meters. So I'm going to go forward and I will need this wall behind me. So let's go forward. Okay, this is for sure more than 2 meters. So it says, put the ignition on, start the engine, put it into reverse. Now 2 lights should come on. Okay, now I should go to less than 1.5 meters until the lights between these 2 lights come on, something like that. So I'm going to reverse slowly, slowly. Come on. Oh, now they are blinking, okay. Now go even more while they are still. It should be 650 to 500 millimeters, so let's go a little bit more. Oh, now it's good. So now it says stop, pull the handbrake, put it in neutral, engine off. Okay, turn on the ignition, put it in reverse. And now those 2 are blinking. The next 2 should be blinking. And then the next 2 in 45 seconds. Yes, that's exactly. It should be. It takes 45 seconds and the one red one should be blinking last. After that I need to take it into neutral. Kind of like this, I'm guessing. Okay, neutral. Move forward. More than 2 meters, so I will be somewhere around here. Turn it off and cut the black wire. Okay, let's cut the black wire then. Okay, so here we are. This is the black wire. I even put a label on it. saying teach, so I'm gonna cut it, snip, and now the teaching should be complete. I'm probably going to add some of those, you know, spade connectors at the end. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so this should be it, I'm guessing.